Goodbye, baby. I have to save the world tomorrow. I have to let the sun shine in our hearts again. I have to get out and make it. But honey, I'm gonna do it in style. Dreams, they grow in silent places, somewhere deep inside. Tears, they dry on the smiling faces.
Check out these awesome feeders that Mark made me. We were using hay nets to keep the horses from eating their hay too quickly, which, really frustrated them. And they were hard for me to tie up. So he made these boxes with woven fencing. So they're open on both sides. So they can eat and see each other, and I can fill it easily from the top. It's been working really well. I love these things. So we're gonna put one, well, hello, between each stall. They've just been really efficient. My husband is a genius, as many of you know. Don't tell him I said that, though. We got to keep him guessing.
Birds got wings to fly, and when the stars explode tonight, we have to kiss this life goodbye. Goodbye, baby. We have to save the world tomorrow.
Hey, Rainbow Valley friends and partners. I am coming to you from my bathroom because it's the only quiet place in my house. We actually had no intention of doing this ourselves, but since we've moved here, we're starting to learn that if you're going to have some animals, you need to learn how to service them yourself. Last year, they were sheared by this really sweet man who we were going to intern with this year, but unfortunately, right before that day came, he dropped his shears and they broke. So he had to hire somebody for his 80 alpacas. Well, we hired somebody as well, but needless to say, they just seemed to have a hard time fulfilling their appointment. And it was just getting to the point where they were so hot. Mark and I spent time researching and watching videos and decided we were going to shear ourselves. If you want something done, you got to do it yourself. What are you doing, babe?
We're going to shear some alpacas today.
We're going to shear our first alpaca.
First.
Who are we going to shear?
Shepherd.
Okay. Do you know what you're doing?
No. Yes. I watched a video.
You watched a video last night?
I watched the video last night.
Something tells me they know. They don't seem very happy. Oh. That was great. Oh. We're shearing her last. Oh my gosh. Daisy, that's just foul. So the brown one is Shepherd. He is the nicest alpaca we have, so we decided to start with him. He doesn't normally make that noise.
We have to let the sun shine in our hearts again. Oh yeah. Goodbye, baby. This life is much too short for sorrow. We have to find a way to end the days we spend together, I know we can make it. And honey, we're gonna do it in style.
I really wish I would have got some footage of us shearing our first 2 alpacas. But there was literally so much hair, sweat, and blood flying around this barn, not their blood, our blood, that I just honestly didn't even think about videoing. Shepherd was our first victim, alpaca. Bless his heart. He was so patient with us. He's the brown one. There's a face only a mother could love. And then we did Phoenix yesterday. I'm really happy with how Phoenix went. It was a very calm experience. And that's partly because this time we made a little stanchion. It's not much, but it worked. So we used the boards to keep them in on either side and one on top to keep him from bucking. And then we hobbled him and we just sheared him right here on our old pool tarp. We left him some little go-go boots, which Mark hates, but I think is hilarious. Mainly just because it takes us so long to shear. I didn't want him down any longer than he needed to be. It's really stressful experience for them. These 2 divas are the one that make me the most nervous. We're saving them for last. They're mother and daughter, and they share a delightful little attitude. They love to spit, and they don't care who it is. If you're in their way, they are going to spit on you. Here's some of their artwork over the last couple days. It was much worse before it dried up and some of it flaked off. The footage ahead is obviously not professional. We are not professionals. This was our very first time. And as brutal as it may look, none of our alpacas were harmed in the learning process.
Falling into pieces, I change my mind right now, but you just tell me goodbye, baby. This life is much too short for sorrow. We have to find a way to end the days we spend together. I know we can make it. And honey, we're gonna do it in style.
We're using the air compressor to blow some of the dirt off of Aslan because the dirt and debris dulls the blades really fast. So this just helps us to get a little more done from one blade. So far, our alpacas have been so dirty. We've been going through 2 blades per alpaca, and I'd say 1 comb every 2 alpacas. And while this looks like pure torture, he really is okay. His binds are not that tight. He's just scared, but there's no way around that. It's been 95 degrees in Colorado the last week, Imagine wearing a snowsuit in the middle of summer all day long. The part that Mark is shearing right now is called the blanket. As far as we understand, that's the most valuable section. Still having a hard time?
Yeah. This is really thick. Really fat.
He didn't mean that. You are still in your prime. You are a ladies' man.
We have to let the sun shine in our hearts again. Oh yeah. Goodbye, baby.
The alpacas are sheared and they look good for their first haircut from us, and we were pleased with how it went. There was only one mishap with the most aggressive alpaca we have. I believe she's got to be the herd leader because she's feisty. By the time we were done, she had our stanchion turned inside out. She had broken the boards in half. She had me on the ground. She was jumping up and down. And I wish I would have gotten some footage of that because that was a real circus. I think that would have been entertaining.
This life is much too short for sorrow. We have to find a way to end the days we spend together. I know we can make it. And honey, we're gonna do it in style.
This is something we're going to be doing each year, and we'll get better and better each year. And maybe even do something with the fiber. I would love to learn fiber arts and get creative with that. So who knows where this is leading. Our next project is learning how to trim horse hooves. Pray for us. That one's going to be interesting. So here's what we have so far, and we're going to keep working at this and practicing and getting better at it, because we do believe we have some pregnant females, and so our herd is going to be expanding, and we need to know what to do about all this fur. This girl's amazing. Her babies aren't even 1 month old, and she's broody again. So she's sitting on Well, 5 eggs that I put under her, and who knows what she's got hiding underneath there, because she hasn't gotten up in 3 days. Miss Penelope, you're a rock star.
Have to let the sunshine in our hearts.